And well, Nickelback dropping himself some utility. Smoke to lock out CT. He starts to wander out. 4 of the supporting cast in towards mid. And the donut split's ready to be called. Slack's doing what he can to deny it. Finds 2. And somehow is still up and kicking with support in towards the site. Bomb down. This is falling apart for Entropic. Alien will be the next to go. And Crad is left 1v4 with the bomb down in no man's land. Nice connection for 1. But he needs a lot more where that came from.
What the hell? It almost seemed like Slacks was having a fight in slow-mo with the player on the other side there. That was a strange one. As you said, Crad now all alone. He's still got full health, a very small positive, I suppose. He doesn't even have Kevlar behind it, and as long as Sprout don't really take individual, it's not going to come in. As you can see, there's just one player in the back of the bomb site, one in towards Donut. They look to play off of each other, but if he can somehow manage to get even this kill onto Rals and back away with the bomb, this is going to be super scary for Sprout. They're up close to Glock, not able to get the final kill. But
instead, it's a full 3-man retake that completely evacuates the B site. And if Entropic, well, if they go quickly, they have a wide open site for the taking. The problem is they've got no idea at all. And as Lackey gets his rifle removed, it is just these pistols now going slowly up the B ramp. The rotations will be here just in time, just as that bomb starts to make its way across. And Forrester, well, he's had to commit the bomb to the back lanes to try and find a pick, but it's just not coming. They've left snipers open. He'll cover that portion of the map. The double dig take will buy time for this flank to come in. And there's Faven chiming away. Big opening as he takes out the AWP. Nickelback will be good for the trade, but again, the 2-man setup, key not expected. Lackey really does become critical in this one now as he's going to be pinned in by Slacks. Big shot and he lands it. Keeps his team in the ascendancy as 2-on-4. You can see this T side, Crad and Forrester required to clutch up, already taking damage from the wall bangs. They're going to look to double peek in towards Dig. Both spotted, 1 and 2 surely dealt with. Forrester, though, not done yet. Grabs himself the double kill, leaving Slacks on 21 and Rals in a very spammable position with that bomb halfway ticked. He's down to single digits, 7 HP, and he's going to stick it. Forrester, you've got to wall bang this now, and he doesn't quite line it up right. He does have a HE, and that potentially will be enough to deal with Lackey if he uses it well. Instead, he's going to start creeping his way through CT. Low HP bars on this first fight. Second is going to be the problem, though. And Crowder's played that so smart. He waits so long. He doesn't show anything. And Slacks, while he connects the wallbang to start things off, that bomb is already far too far gone. He hits his first shot. Can't quite land the no-scope. On that AWP, he's fallen so deep into CT as well. He's going to try and catch a man on the cross. The problem is Forrester, with the bomb on his back, has already made that cross. Fathom, whilst he gets Elian, will start to sow the seeds of chaos as Crad over on the B site finds a freebie onto Key. Rals should have this dead to rights. And actually, the bomb is going to back out of that A site because it presumes Crad is calling. But this one is wide open for the taking. I've got this site. They lose their A control as a result. And now Crad starts to turn around, just about dodges the spray of Rals and lands the shot. That could be a big whiff in the context of this round. Faven next up, close range. AWP can't quite land it, and it's 1v1. Speddy starts to creep away. There's a lot of angles to check on entry here, and Forrester tucks himself as deep into useless as he can, but he looks to swing. And Spiddy wins the fight straight up. It looked awkward. It looked like Sprout were going to let it slip through their fingers.
Well, there's a little bit here. There's some pistols, there's nades. I don't really love the chances by any means for Entropic, but they have actually put in a good molly, forced the player back from lamps, and now we're setting up the full execute. The problem being they're going to run into a 3-man setup already, and then there's a flank coming around from behind. Slack's looking like he wanted to join initially, instead just goes towards the back lines to help out on the site hold instead, and well, through the smoke, it's going to be the M4s just reigning supreme. Flashes over as well. They barely ever have vision.
In need of an early pistol to start turning the tide. Nickelback with his Julies working his way in towards Dig, and well, continuing to push on through, but he doesn't expect Spiddy up close and personal to find the early opening. Crad's been digged down as well. The B site under siege as Elliot is the next one to take the dink, of the trades just keep on coming. 4 on the trot, unopposed for Sprout. Forrester this time left for the heroics. In the previous pistol, it was Crad. This time, he's asked a 1v5 of his own. Can he do one better than his teammate? First headshot connected. Key falls down. Problem is, again, those afterplants really start to make this feel impossible. Forrester has to make his way through a set of double doors. Lackey starts to scramble. Nice shot for the first. Flashbang, though, is good, and Fathom will start to trade things down. The man advantage still there, but then it's ripped away, and Elian is still 12 HP on this site. Forrester, boosted up long, can do little to nothing. It's going to be on Elian. It's going to be on his low HP to hold everything down. He can't find a thing. Forrester chimes in with one, but it's ripped away just as quickly, and this is it. Start to make his way out of Temple. Clears the right angle at the right time. Fathom caught completely unawares. Leaves Slacks. 1v1. No smoke for this bomb. It's going to be on the shot. The flashbang to try and get Slacks off the angle, and now he sticks it. He has to stick it. Slacks trying to peek in. Hasn't got enough time. It will be Crad who clutches up. Just 2 players over towards that B site. They'll hightail it into A, and Forrester once more with only an MP9 will be asked to do the impossible. He's tucked into the Temple. And oh, they're going to play it smart. They're baiting. They know the rotations will have to come through. Fathom gets the one. Nickelback on 1 HP goes down. And Forrester is left once again. 1v3. This time with just an MP9 to work with. 20 seconds left on the clock. Time maybe could have gone in his favor, but they know where he is. They know he's the A-site player. So they just send that bomb all the way over to B. They say, look, there's a free site and there's a free map. Ancient is Sprout.
For him, and well, this could be dangerous. They have no idea. Indeed, Elian gets taken down. Lackey, though, still up close. Initially uncleared. He's able to drop the bomb carrier and comes away with the second on key. And well, with Fathom somehow coming into the back lines through that smoke right there and taking out Nickelback, it's going to be a bomb plant confirmed for Sprout with a man advantage, and well, a pretty tough retake for Entropic.
Nice opening. Crad finds a big pick to start things off. They're going to group together. Bombs planted for the ramp. Fathom stuck behind White. Has the USP to take the range fights, but whiffing a couple of shots. Can't quite get the connection he's after. Last of the flashbangs goes out, and it's going to be all onto this last man. Spam down through the wood. Entropic.
Basically just need to try something a bit more crazy here, and that's exactly what I think they're going to go for. They've got all 5 players around this A-bomb site currently, and well, with Sprout also heading heavily in this direction, this is going to be scary. Stack on stack right now.
He's managed to thread the needle, though. He's in the backstab position. He could get all of these kills himself. He's going to start farming up early. Grabs 2 before he's traded. A lot of damage done onto 2 more. And Slacks through the smoke will capitalize. Nickelback trying to do what he can in amongst that chaos. Will find one, but again... And that actually funnels them in towards this B site now. Lackey has been spotted out again. Nickelback continuing to find damage, but Lackey continually abused over towards this B site. Nickelback has managed to set himself up on a nice angle, but the spray is rough. Ral's in with the punishment, and Crad on this flank has now got to get it all done. Ral's will spot him out in the even 2-on-2. Slacks can still get that plant away for a couple seconds, but with the molly now coming in, it gets awkward. Fathom aware they need an early pick to really stabilize this, and that's exactly what he gets. Forrester caught around the edges of the smoke to leave Crad 1v2. Spots out the first. The spray's ugly, but he gets it done. Full health up against Slacks, who tucks himself behind 90. Knows he just has to buy time at this point. The swing is won, though, and Crad. And no utility now for this CT side. They've dropped their 1 smoke to try and close the gap. Fathom holding for exactly this peak will open up, and this is not a round that Entropic could be affording to lose. Elian left in the 1v2, hits the first on the swing. And now it's on to Slacks in the 1v1. Spotted out in no man's land. Elian ducks behind the box, buys himself just enough time to connect it. A 1v2 from the AWPer. Another clutch registered. Another round for Entropic. And man, what a way to get out of dodge. Elian's AWP absolutely singing on the retake to try and isolate Lackey underneath the plateau in towards this B site. And oh, he's blind as a bat, Ralls. An easy kill to connect onto, and that's the site. Elian's going to have to charge over the plateau to try and deny, to try and buy his team a little bit of breathing room. Here's Spitty getting that bomb down. He's got him absolutely lined up through these boxes. Can spot him out as well as he looks to exit. Ral's tucked in close behind first gen as well. The problem is Forrester is down on 15. So it really is on Elian to create a timing or find the kill. He's going to try and go through the smoke. Spitty actually falls to the low HP player. Ral's will trade it. And Forrester into the 1v1. Low HP, a couple of AK bullets will do the trick now as he looks to transfer. He's been spotted out. That bomb continues to tick away. He does have the kit, but he's got so little health to work with. Ral's flirting with death, but he gets it done. It's a big opening pick, and with 20 seconds left, this is starting to run the clock very low indeed. Sprout are going to have to get this done in lightning quick fashion, and well, it's just stalling. Entropic, Lackey spamming away. He's baiting away for Nickelback, and Forrester swings wide. There's 8 seconds left on the clock, and they still haven't cleared the site. Yes, Spiddy finds one, but it's done. 3 seconds. They can't get this plant, and you can see they're just desperate to hold on to their rifles.
If they get this pistol round, they could still very well come back into this, but it looks like we have a much better Entropic, and we're right into the action.
Charging down the mid control, Forrester has to back away. Man advantage quickly traded to nothing, and Faven now with a job to do, trying to hold down this B site. Solo has to play inside the smokes, allows them past, and then charges on through for 2. Will be taken out by his own teammate in the confusion as Key does connect a headshot onto the wrong man, and it leaves Forrester and Elian 2 on 3. Forrester is on the long flank, so he just has to play timing, and all that smoke just about blooms in time. Forrester, though, will continue to tag them up, and Elian, with a dink onto 1, starts to really feel his way back in. All 3! For now, calling the right stack. 3 players over towards this A site, rather. Looking for the timing, and Key catches it. That's actually a tagged player. Elian, doesn't matter, takes one to the dome. Awkward molly misses for the T side as well, allows for this re-aggression to come through, and they're not watching for it. They think their molly's got them covered. Instead, it's an open playing field, and on the backstab, Key will grab another. Faven continues to chime in as his damage is converted on, and this goes from bad to worse. Faven spraying in close range, deals with one more. Key on the recovered AK.
Deegan on mid, hoping someone would overextend. Most of the forces, though, for the T-side are going to be focused in towards ramp as they normally are. And as you can see, Sprout, I was going to say, are happy enough to try and take the fight. A flash goes in, but Elian had been playing anti-flash, so he just went ahead and waited it out, and I think even a bit of a team flash there did help him. Forrester's got a pick as well. What is going wrong right now for Sprout?
They're aggressing, and it's right into the crosshairs. Forrester still up close. Still looking to have impact, and you can see the CT side can't afford to rotate just yet. They don't know what's going on down towards B. It's an awkward timing for Forrester, but he gets the conversion regardless. Faven will find 1, and Forrester should be caught on the retreat, but it starts to get ugly. Faven on the drop down looks to keep his team alive and will continue to do so. And you're going to have to do every single round the hard way. 4 P250s and a Deagle invested into this round just to emphasize the fact as they start to charge their way up the ramp. The early kill goes their way. Key does well to stabilize as Lackey does actually deal with Slacks and takes the rifle away.
So you never really know. Slacks wants the early pick, as I said, with the up coming straight into play now, and there won't be one on the other side to challenge. Instead, it's rifles up close and personal, and already 2 entries make that 3 have come true for Entropic, and this A bomb site is left with only Spiddy to defend. Forrester
and Crad are popping off, and they continue to do so. Spiddy doing what he can, but it's all in vain. Elian sneaks up the lane, catches the freebie. Leaves Faven 1v4, and this is what Entropic can do. And no utility really behind it either. Rals, well, he's dropping down onto that MP9, and again, relentless control being taken. Forrester and Crad already all the way up the ramp. Looking for the timing, though. It's the backstab this time from Key. We said he's a great individual, can have a lot of impact for this roster, and he's done it again. That's Key on the angle. Elian will be his first problem as he swings in. There's the freebie. Crad lining up next. Is just going to have to protect his bomb planter as this looks to go down. Now he swings, gets 1, but no more. Well traded away by Slacks. Now this damage starts to become significant. Forrester, 1v3, Deeg in hand. There's low HP bars. He tags up another. Slacks, his first victim. Smoke onto the bomb. Rals looking to stick it. Has to back away with the Deagle spam. He has to get on it now. Full HP. He's got the time, but the headshot through the smoke. Forrester, 1v1. That bomb halfway gone. He's got an M4. Spiddy's heard jumping. And it's going to be all on the timings of Forrester now as he lurks around the edges of this smoke, and he almost adjusts. Spiddy very nearly fumbles the ball. It goes down to the last man on this half fight. And they will charge on in. A missed shot from Faven, but he'll get it at the second time of asking. And now that man advantage becomes 2. Make it 3. Faven, as Crad will at least trade for 1, starts to have a pop-off round of his own. 27 kills and counting. And oh my goodness, Key, where have you managed to sneak your way in? It is the A site for Crad. He's managed to lurk his way all the way up. Slacks is still holding. Key on the backstab is red, and that's a big kill. Elian recovers the bomb. Continues to hold, and he starts to push. This kill is everything, and Crad looks the wrong way for a split second. He holds that angle for 25 seconds flat, and on the 30th, Slacks looks to peek in, and he continues. He will at least, though, likely get a bit of an early warning about this coming forward. The problem is the molly forces him out, the wall bang. It will be good for 1,
And while it looked like maybe the spray was on that second player, he actually doesn't land any damage, so it's going to come into the 2-on-2. The bomb plant, it's going to be hard to stop. Never mind, Favin charges through the smoke like a madman, hits the quick scope and leaves Elian alone looking for an ace clutch, which just isn't possible. There's no time anymore already, as you can see. Spiddy's just backed away. Favin had stuck around for now, but they just made it so that he couldn't possibly get both kills.
Sprout have to make the call now. They have to start thinking about the stack. And oh, Key, you're out in no man's land. Elian's seen you, but he can't land it. Traded 1-for-1. Slacks alone for now on this A site, doing all he can to keep their chances alive. He's scoped up in towards the scaffolding. Multiple targets headed his way. He'll hit one, but there's multiple, and he can't land any follow-ups. 3-on-3. They've conceded the site. 30 seconds left on the clock. That Molotov goes through to initially deny plant, or at least make it awkward, and to buy time for this. Crad, he's looking for it, but he's blinded up. That flash is perfect. 2-on-3. Sprout with the biggest opportunity yet to make this done. Make it 1-on-3. Lackey, have you got it in you? 1v3 to keep this championship alive. He finds the first very cleanly, but there's 10 seconds. The bomb is dropped on the ramp. The time is just not there. He gets another 5 seconds, but he can't plant. Riles knows it. He'll hide. It will be anticlimactic, but he will get it done. Sprout are your victors. They get it done.